Hi and welcome to the Insolvency Experts. I'm Steve Kugel. What is a director penalty notice? The Australian Taxation Office issues director penalty notices for unpaid PAYG and unpaid superannuation, and these notices have the ability to transform a company debt into a personal debt payable by a director from their own personal assets. The director penalty notice covers unpaid PAYG and superannuation. These are the amounts withheld from employees' wages and entitlements that should be remitted to the ATO. The ATO issues director penalty notices to both current or past directors dependent upon who was in control of the company when it incurred its tax debts, and is usually sent after a long history of broken promises, failed payment arrangements, and when the directors have lost all credibility in the eyes of the ATO. Historically, a director penalty notice allowed a 21-day grace period in which a director could choose one of 4 compliance options in order to avoid personal liability for a company tax debt, but the system was radically changed on 29 June 2012. A director penalty notice now operates in 2 distinct ways. Firstly, where a company's BAS lodgements are not up to date and where there are lodgements 3 months past the due date, a director will not receive the 21-day grace period to avoid personal liability for a company tax debt. That is, as soon as a director penalty notice is issued, a director will be personally liable for the unpaid PAYG and unpaid super debt of the company. That means their personal assets are immediately exposed to loss. If, however, all BAS lodgements are up to date, even where there is an outstanding tax debt, the director penalty notice works as it always has, and this means a director will have 21 days grace to react to the notice in order to avoid personal liability for the outstanding company tax debt. Tax debts and director penalty notices can be incredibly complex and potentially dangerous areas that all directors must be aware of. Call the Insolvency Experts 24 hours a day for confidential, free, expert advice tailored to your specific circumstances. Call 1300 767 525 anytime and we'll be there to help.